Well, welcome back to my reviews, and I've just got some random items I've been bringing out. This is one of the second-hand store finds. Corgi Toys rice pony trailer, and I knew I had a horse around, and then I found it in a little baggie. It's a repro of the original horse that would have been in the trailer. So that was a good find. And then it hooks up to the Land Rover. Just need to find a canopy for this Land Rover. Complete the set. It's quite a nice little casting of this horse they did. The only thing different than the original is the gloss paint they used on the blanket. The original is a flat color. The horse itself. But the horse itself is a nice model. And I got a couple of cars from that second-hand store a while ago. One of them is a spot-on model. It's even got the original decal inside of the instrument cluster. Missing the steering wheel, windshield, and the base needs to be glued. Still got the original tires, they're quite hard now. It's a Jaguar XK SS. Spot-on models by Triang. Now, these spot-on models were made in Belfast, Ireland to, I believe, a 1/42 scale. They are quite nice, I just never liked the scale. It was kind of oddball. Wasn't scaled to Corgi Toys, and they weren't scaled really to Dinky Toys. But that's one. And then I got a Techno model, an Alfa Romeo, made in Denmark. Techno was a Danish company, started in 1928, and they sold all their tooling to a company in Holland in 1972. Now they just mostly make trucks, model diecast trucks. I believe they're called Techno Toys. Well, this is a nice one. Missing the steering wheel, windshield. It's got a metallic kind of a purpley paint. I don't know if I'll redo it or just leave it and get the parts I'm missing. I don't know exactly when this is from. It would have been the 60s, I'm sure. Mid to late 60s. Again, it's got the original tires, but they're like as hard as rocks right now. So that's the Techno Alfa Romeo. This one I had in a box. a Dinky Toy Universal Jeep. From 1954 to 1967, Dinky Toys made this one. You could get it in red or in this green with the light green hubs. And both the red and the green changed to plastic hubs near the end of their run. This is one of my favorite models by Dinky Toys, and I prefer this green one to the red one. I do have the red one, but not here. But I prefer this green one. Got a tin plate base here. Made in England, Meccano Limited, Jeep, and no number, but it is number 405. It was originally number 25Y and then changed to 405 after the new numbering system came in. That would have been in the mid-50s. Another thing I wanted to show you was these banners I had made. They're taken from catalogs. And I had the woman at the copying place to enlarge it. And I'm going to make a wooden display and have the sign in plexiglass. Maybe with a light behind it. And I had one done for Matchbox too. This part, the collector's catalog bit, I'll just trim off before I use it. It's a good idea. You might want to think about that if you're building your own display cases or anything. Take an old catalog in and they can enlarge it and print it and laminate it. It's pretty cheap too. With the Britons, I'm going to make an open display for these older lead models. They've been laying around in boxes for years, so it's about time they're up on display. And I've got the tumbrel cart with the horse. Actually, I dug out this horse. It's, I think, been repainted at one time. But whoever did it did a pretty good job. I'm going to use that one on the cart. This is the one that originally came with the cart. It's been well played with. Still a nice horse, but I'll use it for something else. And then I dug out this old plow horse. It's one of my favorite Britain's horses, this one. You can see it's been played with too. Forelocks are all scratched, and I'd like to find the plow for this one. Another thing I like about it, it doesn't have all this gear. You can use this seated figure on the horse. He's originally meant for to be a tractor driver or a rider, so he sits on that one pretty nice. Looks better on the tractors though. And then there's another farmer here walking. typical Britain's movable arm. Wearing a smock coat and a hat. And there's the other farmer with the whip, or the carter. I use him by the tumble cart. And then there's this guy they call the stable lad. He's a nice figure. I use him to walk that horse. And last but not least is the 4-furrow plow. Just going to move these horses and figures around out of the way. I've always liked this plow. It's pretty intricate for a little scale model. It can be pulled by a tractor too. And there's the hitch. Also, you can adjust the plows. 3 settings. Depending on how deep you want to go. It's die-cast construction, the whole thing. Britain's models that I'm going to display. Working on a display for them. And some die-cast. Techno Alfa Romeo, Spot On Jaguar, and the Dinky Jeep. And these are based on the CJs. So, and then the Corgi horse box with the horse. I just thought I'd show you these models, and hope you enjoyed looking at them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.